On this week's edition of Ben Miller Real Estate Adventures, I'm in the old trusty F-150. I got my fishing poles in the back. I got a bunch of gear. We're going to Duckhorn Outdoors, a non-profit out in Ulrich, Missouri, however you say it. It's a big, beautiful estate property, and they cater to veterans, first responders, women, get people active and involved in all sorts of outdoor activities. We're going to talk to one of the people there, and of course, we're going to try to catch some fish. We'll see you out there.
From the perfect fishing hole to the thrill of the hunt, find your freedom. This is Ben Miller's Real Estate Adventures.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Ben Miller, for Ben Miller's Real Estate Adventures, and I'm here at Duckhorn Outdoors in
Ulrich, Missouri.
Ulrich. See, I said at the beginning of the video, I said it completely different, completely wrong. But I'm here with my buddy Steven, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna, oh, hey, look at that. It just switched on us.
Yep.
I don't know why. Anyways, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna take a look around the property, and Steven's going to be leading us around, showing us everything, and talking about everything that Duckhorn Outdoor Adventure has to offer. So let's go. So this, and Bob, you are the owner.
Well, yeah.
Of the
property.
Of the property.
It's all charity stuff now. So
Okay.
yeah, we dedicated it all to charity stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Good board. Steve's our director of operations. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Okay.
we do a lot of good stuff.
How long has the property been around?
2018 is when we built. No,
2008.
2008.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm old. I just tried. 2008, and and we built it as a family retreat, and
Okay.
it was never used by the family. So we said this is very poor stewardship. So
Okay.
we started doing charity things, and now it's
Awesome.
not all charity. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, our primary is we do pheasant hunts for women, youth, vets, first responders. We also do some waterfowl clinics for kids, waterfowl hunts for vets and women. We do some deer hunts for vets as well.
Awesome.
Like you and I were talking, the property we're on here is licensed shooting preserve, so
Okay.
we can do pheasants, quail, chucker, field hunts, tower hunts. So depending on the group we have, we may do a big tower hunt over the lake, or we'll set up and do some field hunts.
Wow.
Work a lot with novice shooters, novice hunters. So
That's awesome.
especially with our women and kids, we get a lot of people who they show up to the property, they've never picked up a gun in their life.
Oh, wow.
And we'll take them from that. We'll take them through guns, some gun safety.
Sure.
We've got some phenomenal guys that come out to do shooting instruction. We'll work with them, break some clays, take them down and do a field hunt, and they can harvest their first pheasant all in one day.
All in one.
So we do a women's only event.
Okay.
Some of them we'll see a couple weeks later when we do our vets and first responders. There's some overlap there.
Okay.
Some of those ladies are ladies that I've seen every year that I've been out here for 7-8 years now.
Okay.
They repeat, they love it. And then we'll always have, like I said, we'll have some that, like I said, they never picked up a gun before. This is the only time they pick up a gun every year, is to come here and do one of our events.
That's
We're
amazing.
big on first people get their first gun.
Yeah. Let's take a look over here.
So this is kind of our wall of first here. So a lot of the taxidermy you see in here is not just from Bob, but also his friends that he's hunted with.
Okay.
And, some of the stuff's been donated.
Behind me. Yeah, there you go.
That elk was actually donated to us.
Okay.
And when we got it, the cape of the hide was in such bad shape, mites had been eating it.
Okay.
We ended up taking a Sawzall, cutting the antlers off, and sending it to a taxidermist who bought a cape, redid the whole mount. And when they took the antlers, there was still some of the mount attached to it. And they were able to date that, I believe, to the 1930s. You look around these other places.
Sure. Is that a real taxidermied or crocodile?
Alligator.
Alligator. Okay.
So Bob's son Jeremy shot that down in Florida.
So now we're gonna head out in that little thing. We're gonna go down to the lake and get some fishing in. The link to all their stuff is going to be in the description. So if you want to contribute, if you want to come out and say hi, if you want to donate to their cause, all their stuff will be in the description down below. So let's go out and do some fishing. so this is where things got kind of interesting. So we drove around the 220 acre property. He was showing me some of the sights and sounds, and came to realize in post editing here that I did not record any audio on my GoPro. So we're gonna narrate this fishing footage here. We started off near the dock on the over 2 acre lake here in Urick at Duckhorn Outdoors, and started off near the dock. Didn't catch anything, but here we go. I casted on the other side of the dock using a Yamatanuki bait, and I decided to cast it right off the dock in the shade. It was a beautiful day out there, hardly any wind. And watch, there's the hook set right there. And I was expecting a bass. So we were about 20 minutes into our excursion. He had already caught a few bass, and look what took the Yamatanuki. It ended up being one of the biggest crappie I've ever caught in my life. The thing choked a 3.5 inch Yamatanuki, which is almost like a missile bait. And then immediately, shortly thereafter, here I am pulling another bass out of the water. I didn't have my camera recording, but we caught a ton of bass that day, and over about 20 piece. So you can see the Yamatanuki in my hand right there, and all the bass were relatively about the same size, about a pound and a half. But I was on the hunt, and I am on the hunt, always on the hunt for those big lunkers, those 5+ pounders. There's another hook set. And this was about the time that we started doubling up quite a bit. He was using my buddy Steven was using a red rooster tail, and I'm still using the Yamatanuki, and we just were having a good old time chatting and fishing, sharing war stories about fishing and hunting and things like that. It was a nice sized bass right there. We can tell there's not a lot of fishing that goes on here, because a lot of the fish, as you'll see in this video that we're pulling, look at that. Great hook set on that one. You can tell a lot of the fish that we're pulling out of here probably should have been kept so the bass can grow bigger, but we only touched a small fraction right now in the past couple of casts, and the fish that you're seeing, we only really rotated around these couple points right near the dock in the background, but just we could not miss. There's another hook set, another bass. Just so much fun. Even when the bass are smaller like this, still a lot of fun. These things, the cold water was just invigorating them to something fierce. I swear every hook set I got, I had a much larger fish on, but here comes, these 1 pound, 1.5 pound bass at the best. Beautiful fish there. But when we're doing these YouTube adventures, sometimes, audio quit. You can see my little cord hanging down in the bottom. I thought I was all mic'd up, but no. I thought that was a big one. Just using a standard spinning combo, Abu Garcia Veritas. This one was fighting like hell, as you can see right there. This is probably the biggest fish I got all day. Or was it? Look at that. Good sized bass, little chunker. They were all beautiful. I was showing it off to Steven, and Steven was, he was catching a lot of fish on his red rooster tail. Me and him stayed with the same baits the entire day. Oh, beautiful fish coming out of the water here. This one was basically being skipped across the top when I caught him, because, not a big fish, but, decent size. Another fish right off this point over here. What's great about this lake is that it has markers all throughout the lake of where brush piles are. So I was fishing off a lot of brush piles here. This was a decent sized fish. Fishing off of a lot of brush piles. So I was casting right on the edges, and they were just snatching it as soon as it would hit the water sometimes. This one was a big one. Or not a big one, excuse me. It was Another about the same size. Just a ton of fun though. By the end of the fishing excursion on this day, I was definitely convinced there was a bass right on the edge of this brush pile here. I was casting, you can kind of see it in the distance. And I thought I had a big one. I know I had a big one on right here, but such is life, and stripped my bait off, and I was just remarking how I was gonna try to get that 5-pounder. But man, what a fun day. All right, everybody, that's a wrap here at Duckhorn Outdoors. And I got my buddy Steven here. Steven, go ahead and plug Duckhorn and what you guys do out here, and tell them where they can find you.
Sure. So you can find us on Facebook, Duckhorn Outdoors, our website, duckhornoutdoors.com. Information's on there on you can make how to make donations. There's some volunteer sign up if you want to come out and help with any of our events. Our calendar's up there. If you want to get involved and help us in any way, we'd be happy to have you. We're also always looking for groups to come out and use the facilities. You got a church group that wants to come out and do some fishing, just like what you saw today. We've got equipment we can help you guys get set up. We've got a Boy Scout troop, Girl Scout troop that wants to come out and do a camp out. We'd love to have them. We've had groups come down there, camp right by the lake, fish all weekend, fry them up on Saturday night or something for dinner. We'd love to have you guys out. So
awesome. Yeah, and what was the website again?
www.duckhornoutdoors.com.
So guys, all the information for Duckhorn is going to be down here in the bottom. We had an awesome day of fishing. I don't know, what do you think we caught? Like 20 plus? Easy.
At least
20 fish. Awesome day. You guys got to see the lodge. A lot of the things, they're just doing great work down here. And I highly suggest, if you guys are in the Kansas City, Missouri area, which most of you will be watching this video, reach out and help these guys out, because it's such a wonderful thing they're doing out here. So we'll see you next time right here on Ben Miller's Real Estate Adventures. See ya.
Thanks for watching Real Estate Adventures. Make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button before you go.